Hey guys, welcome to episode 5 of Tara Talks. We have been diligently listening to your feedback and we have a huge change to announce to you. We have decided to officially split the show into two and do one Tara News and one Tara the Terran Tactics for Starcraft, as you guys have requested. So, every Tuesday is going to be the news day with Tara Talks. We're going to talk about gaming news and the Tara topic. And every Thursday will be the day that we talk about a Starcraft tactic for people who are new to the game, as well as people who are just mid-level trying to get better. Today is going to be all about the correlation between video games and movies. Not only are we going to talk about the Warcraft movie, as well as the Need for Speed movie that's coming out, we're also going to do a Tara's topic based on what my favorite video game movies are and what I think about games transitioning into the big screen. Well, let's start off the show this week by jumping into the news section. First topic on my agenda, my awesome shirt. My friend actually bought this for me a while back because he knew how much I love Super Mario Brothers, and he also knew that I was a vegetarian/vegan. As you can see, we have like a fire flower right here, and he's roasting all of the other yummy things. I don't know how a star exactly can be like edible, but maybe it is. I don't know. Okay, now let's jump into the real news. Hacking group WiiKey has claimed to have beaten the security system of the Wii U. According to hackers, they have succeeded in hacking the game console. Games that have been downloaded can be loaded onto the Wii U just using a USB stick. The hackers have failed to show any actual proof that they did hack the system, but they have provided some hexadecimal code that's supposed to be connected to the hack. In an official statement, Nintendo indicated that they're aware of the activities of the hackers, but they added that they don't actually have any physical proof of the group succeeding in hacking the Wii U. But this isn't the first time the WiiKey group has caused trouble for Nintendo. A couple years back, they actually succeeded in hacking the Nintendo Wii. Over the past few years, Nintendo has become a common victim of piracy. The software sales of the Nintendo DS hit rock bottom after the R4 chip was introduced. Maybe a simple systems update will do the trick for Nintendo and prevent hacking. Who knows? And now for something really exciting. Visual effects specialist Nick Carpenter has signed with Blizzard Entertainment to work on the new movie based on the Warcraft universe. So you might be thinking, who the hell is Nick Carpenter? Well, he's the guy that's responsible for the awesome effects of the tiger in the adventure movie Life of Pi. Richard Parker looked so real, it's hard to tell the difference between him and the real thing. Oh, by the way, Richard Parker was the name of the tiger. This finally gives us some solid hope for the Warcraft movie, whenever Blizzard is going to decide to release it. With the introduction of Carpenter to the team, I'm looking forward to wyverns and griffins and awesome mounts, dragons, maybe a Nixia, Malfurion Stormrage, shape-shifting druids! I say all of this, but what I'm really looking forward to is Jaina Proudmoore and Manaroth. Yes, I'll admit, for a while there I was actually addicted to World of Warcraft, raiding, PvP, and played Warcraft 2 and 3, so kind of a Warcraft fangirl.
And all will burn beneath the shadow of my wings.
This is gonna be so epic! Loktar Ogar for the Horde. And now for more on movies. British actress Imogen Poots doesn't have a driver's license. Well, that's not so special, but she does have a lead role in the upcoming Need for Speed movie. Unfortunately, she doesn't have any knowledge of the famous gaming series before she signed the contract. Oh well, at least she's super hot. You can see her previous work in The Look of Love and Jane Eyre. And yes, she was the chick from 28 Weeks Later and V for Vendetta, but she was still kind of a kid back then. In the past few days, a ton of new games have been announced. Let's take a quick look at the new reveals. Techland is coming out with Hellraid. This first-person dungeon slayer will feature a 4-player co-op as well as upgradable weapons. Pew pew! The fighting system will most likely be based on timings, showing a lot of comparison to Dark Souls. This is particularly intriguing to me, as I consider Dark Souls to be one of the most difficult and realistic modern games out there. Two-K Games has revealed the Bureau, Xcom Declassified. This will be a third-person action game based around fighting an alien invasion. Previously, it was intended to be a first-person shooter, but the whole layout of the game was changed after its showing at E3 2011.
Sent by Odin himself, this righteous warrior is doling out some serious justice.
Soulfjord will be a rhythmic game that combines the funky 70s with Norse mythology. Who would have thought to combine the two? It's developed by Airtight Studios, the company that also brought us the puzzle adventure Quantum Conundrum, so you know it's probably going to be good. If you Google Airtight though, you're not going to get the game studio, I'm pretty sure. I think it's time they thought of a name change. Soulfjord has been announced as an Ouya exclusive. If you don't yet know what the Ouya is, it's the new Android-based console.
There are those who wear masks to hide. And those who wear masks to show us what they stand for.
And the rumors surrounding Call of Duty Ghosts have been true. The game was announced without adding any further details. The new shooter for the franchise will be built for the next generation console and will be showcased at the Xbox reveal event in Washington on May 21st. Yep, Ghosts will be an Xbox 720 game, besides a release for the PC, PS3, and Xbox 360. Now let's stop going further and further into the future and actually talk about things that are going to come out this week. Gamers can finally buy The Walking Dead on disc for PC, Xbox 360, and PS3. If you didn't play this emotional horror yet, you really should. It follows the same storyline as the very popular TV show and comic book series. European gamers can finally buy a copy of Persona 4 Arena for the Xbox 360 and the PS3. The game has been available in the States and Japan since like 2012. I'm sorry Europe, at least I love you. Those of you who own a 3DS can now download the game Mario and Donkey Kong, Minis on the Move. This puzzle game is really cute and challenging and has a lot of spirit. Lastly, if you missed Deus Ex Human Revolution and you want to play it on the Wii U, you might as well give the director's cut a go, right? That concludes this week's news section. Let's jump over to the Tara's topic of the week and get back into gaming movies mode. My topic this week is going to be on games that have been brought to the big screen, what I think about the ones I've seen, and which are my favorites. Since we're kind of in movie mode this whole episode, I thought this would be a really good fit for a topic. Like a lot of you, one of the first game movies I ever saw was Tomb Raider. While I loved the movie, I never really liked the idea of trying to find an actor that not only portrayed these characters I knew and loved well in terms of their personality, but also could pull off their often exaggerated and fantastical look. While I know I'm probably not going to make any fans saying this, I don't think I've ever actually seen someone completely pull off any of these characters that I know and love. I mean, if I don't think Angelina made the perfect Lara Croft, I'm probably impossible to please, right? I actually really loved the Mortal Kombat movies. As old and as low budget as they looked, and as bad as they made my Shao Kahn look. Shao Kahn, the man of my dreams. Brutish and intelligent.
Weak, pathetic fools, I've come for your souls.
I don't think so.
They're still probably my favorites to date. And yes, I do own them on Blu-ray. Another movie I actually really liked, but didn't really care for the casting for, was Hitman. The main actor not only didn't look enough like Agent 47, I also really hated the romantic aspect of it. He was portrayed as this like really shy and awkward individual when it came to dealing with women, and I don't think any kind of genetically engineered assassin would behave this way, even if he was like a virgin or something.
Excuse me, do you think these bar napkins smell like chloroform?
Final Fantasy movies' Advent Children and the Spirits Within were amazing though. It's probably because the graphics were like the same, just way, way, way better. Yeah, Tifa didn't have as huge of a rack, but it was really well done and believable. This is probably why I prefer like animated or CGI movies compared to live action. The possibilities are just much more endless. Alas, maybe that's why I've had so many crushes on video game guys and anime and manga characters. Some games I would really like to see made into a motion picture are God of War, of course. This would be my #1 choice as it's been my favorite console franchise of all time. The Kratos movie has actually been announced with an $150 million budget. This is what seems to be the biggest budget for any game movie, excluding the Prince of Persia title. That movie was pretty okay too. My second choice would be Metal Gear Solid, of course. We've seen what tons of fans and YouTubers can do with Snake. Let's get a professional in on this. is one of my favorites also, with an incredibly intense story plot. I'm pretty sure it would do exceptionally well. I know they're doing a Warcraft movie, but let's give Diablo and Starcraft some love too. I would love to hear, as always, what you guys think on this topic. Please post your comments down there, and don't forget to tell me your favorites, your least favorites, and if you think there are any drawbacks to actually having gaming on the big screen. Well, this concludes this week's episode of Tara Talks. Come back next week for a lot of gaming news and awesomeness. And don't forget, Thursdays are Starcraft strategy days. This week we're going to be talking about Terran early expand and greediness, and how you're not going to die to early harass. See you guys soon. Bye!